Hi guys, welcome to the CATWay. So in this video, we are going to solve our daily set. And before we begin, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. So the question in front of us is that the table shows the sales of 5 motorbikes for the motorbike companies, TVS, Bajaj, Kinetic, Honda and Hero Honda across various grades in India. Table 1 gives the percentage breakup of sales of different grades of motorbikes across the different companies, and table 2 gives the percentage breakup of sales of motorbikes of various companies across different grades. Okay, so the table reads like that in grade A, 18% of sales were made by TVS, 16% by Bajaj, 24% by Kinetic, 36% by Honda, and 6% by Hero Honda. Okay, similarly for other grades, and for the table 2, TVS made 15% of its sales in grade A, 10% in grade B, 25% in grade C, 40% in grade D, and 10% in grade E. So this is how the table reads like. Okay. So one easy method of doing this question is that, see, in grade A, you know that from TVS there were 18% bikes, right? So what you can say is that, let's say that there were exact 18 bikes that were sold from in grade A from TVS, right? So in grade A from TVS, there were 18 bikes. Now, if 18 bikes of grade A is equal to 18% of grade A, right? Because grade A say 18% bikes are in TVS, we took that 18% equal to 18. So the total bikes sold in grade A will be equal to 100, right? So from that 100, 16% were from Bajaj, that is 16 bikes were from Bajaj, 24% that is 24 bikes were from Kinetic, 36% that is 36 bikes were from Honda, and similarly 6% that is 6 bikes were from Hero, right? 6 bikes were from Hero. Okay, then guys, what you can do is, now you know that from in grade A, 18% that is 18 bikes were from TVS, 16 from Bajaj, 24 from Kinetic, 36 from Honda and 6 from Hero, right? Now if you see that from TVS in grade A, 15% bikes were sold, right? From TVS, you take table number 2, from TVS to grade A, 15% bikes were sold. So 15% bikes were sold. So that means 15% of total is equal to 18 bikes, right? 15% of total is equal to 18 bikes. So the total number of bikes that we will be having in TVS will be 120. The total bikes that we will be having in TVS will be 120. Okay. Now from TVS, 10% was sold in grade B, that is 12 bikes. From TVS, 25% in grade C, that is 30. From 120 of TVS, 40% in grade D, that is 48, and 10% in E, that is 2. Right? Similarly, if you check for Bajaj, Bajaj is selling 20% of its bike in grade A, right? But in actual, it is selling 16 bikes, right? So 20% of total bikes, 20% of total is equal to 16. So from here, the total for Bajaj will be equal to 80. So the total for Bajaj is 80. Okay. So from 80, it is selling 15%, that is 12 bikes in grade B. 25% that is 20 in grade C, 30% that is 24 bikes in grade D, and 10% that is 8 bikes in grade E. Now similarly, we will be filling the table for Kinetic. So for Kinetic, the total number of bikes sold will be 160. That means 15% 24 there, 5% that is 8 bikes over here, 40% that is 64 bikes here, 22.5% that is 36 bikes here, and the remaining 28 bikes here. Similarly for Honda, the total number will be 200 and the bike sold would be 36 is there already. So we have 10, 70, 36 and 48. And similarly for Hero sells total of 40 bikes. Out of that, 8 in grade B, 16 in grade C, 6 in grade D and 4 in grade A. Now all you have to do is just transpose the data in for the table, right? So Bajaj is selling from in grade B, you have 12 from TVS, right? In grade B, you have 12 from TVS, you have 12 from Bajaj, you have 8 from Kinetic, 10 from Honda, and you have 8 from Hero. Similarly, for others, for C, it will be 30, 20, 64, 70, and 16. For D, it is 48, 24, 36, 36, and 6. And over here it is 12, 8, 28, 48 and 4, right? And the bike sold will be 50, then your 200, then 150, and then your 100. Now guys, these are not the actual values. This is just a value that we have converted from percentage into absolute numbers, but they are not the exact absolute numbers. It could be way higher than that, right? It could be way higher than that or way lower than that. Just that to get an easier calculation, we have done this. We have converted the percentage by taking grade A sold bikes as 100. We have calculated the values. The grade A sold bikes would have been 500. In that case, every data would be multiplied by 5. So this is not the exact data. This is just the data if there were 100 bikes sold in grade A. Okay, so this is the data only for that. Now moving towards the questions. So the first question is, what is the number ratio of motorbikes sold in different grades in order A, B, C, D, and E? So it is 100 is to 50 is to 200 is to 150 is to 100. So 50 is the thing that is common over here, right? 50 is common over here. Take it out. You get 2 is to 1 is to 4 is to 3 is to 2. So the correct answer for this question is option number 1. Option number A is the right answer. Coming to the second question. What do we have? That what is the number of motorbikes sold in grade B? Now, as I said, these are only the values if the grade A bikes were 100, but they could have been 500. In that case, it would be multiplied by 5, and they could have been 50. In that case, every data would be divided by 2. So nothing can be said about the exact number. So the correct answer is option number D, cannot be determined. And going to the question number 3, in which grade is total number of motorbikes sold equal to number of motorbikes sold by one of the companies? So in grade C, if you see, the total bikes sold are 200, which is equal to the bikes sold by Honda. That is option number B. That is grade C is the right answer. So Honda is equal to grade C. So this was a pretty easy set, guys, and hope you have understood the set well. Thanks for watching the video.